Today our guest is the head of Caucasian Studies Center, Kamran Ramazanli. Welcome to our studio. Thank you. Today our theme is related with educational problems of Azerbaijanis living in Georgia. What are the main problems of education problems of Azerbaijanis living in Georgia? One of the main problems is that about 3,000 teachers were illegally dismissed from their jobs at schools. Some of them even didn't reach age of retirement. We can also mention the lack of textbooks and other problems here. How many teachers are there in Georgia, and why the teachers were dismissed from schools? There are over 4,000 other teachers in Georgia, and according to Georgian educational law, the director of schools concludes a contract with the teachers, and the director can drop out this contract at any time without citing any reason. In Arkhlı village of Belnisi region, the Georgian director of the school dismissed 16 teachers and 6 technical workers without showing any reason. There are 5,000 Azeri people in Arkhlı village and a single Georgian, and that Georgian citizen is the director of school. Another 8 teachers were dismissed from school in Emir Hasan village of Belnisi region. The director of that school is an Armenian with Georgian surname. And who are employed instead of dismissed teachers at those schools? 6 Georgian teachers were invited to work at school in Emir Hasan village. How will they be able to teach at other schools? They don't teach in Azeri, but then how will they conduct their lessons? They are invited to teach Georgian language at schools, but there's need for 2 people, but not to 6 people at that school. And what can you say about textbook problem of the school children in Georgia? The Azerbaijan Education Ministry publishes and sends a lot of free textbooks to Azeri school children studying in Georgia. You know, some textbooks are not received from Azerbaijan because, for example, the history and geography of Georgia cannot be written in Azerbaijan. The geography of Azerbaijan is not taught at those schools. And there are a lot of distortions in Georgian textbook. A textbook in Georgian language claims that the Azerbaijanis came to Georgia at the end of 19th century, and they were artificially increased in 20th century. If the Georgian government is carrying out educational reforms, then it should apply the reform to all the regions, not just in Borcali region. Why is there such a discrimination in Georgia? There's only one goal: to close Azeri schools. Now let's speak about historical lessons. You mentioned that Azerbaijan's history and geography is not taught in Georgian schools. How is the Azerbaijan's territory explained in those textbooks? The historical books of Georgia, as well as the recent media outlets, claim that Azerbaijan's territories, Balakan and Zagatal, are originally Georgian territories, and introduced those territories as saying law. How many Georgians live in Georgia? According to official statistics, there are about 3 million Georgians and about 300,000 Azerbaijanis and 264,000 Armenians, and then other nations in Georgia. And what about the real figures? There are nearly 500,000 Azerbaijanis in Georgia, in fact. What can you say about schools? And another question, how can about 3 million Georgians can be settled in such a broad territory, including claimed Azeri territories, Shaki, Zagatal, Balakan? I can't understand that why the Georgian government turns a blind eye to Armenian claims, who claim to some Georgian territories. And but the Azerbaijans during the last Georgian-Russian war, Azerbaijan parliamentarian Nazar Sleimanov created a battalion and went to the fight area. There was not a single Armenian in that military unit. As to schools, there were nearly 183 other schools in Georgia now, but today there are 124 schools in Georgia, other schools. And another 28 schools can be closed nowadays. Why are these schools closed? Is it related to the small number of pupils? Of course, the number of pupils is less than in Soviet period, but this is not a reason to cross schools. You mentioned that Azerbaijan history and geography is not taught, is not studied in Georgia. But the Azerbaijanis living in Georgia take exams on Azerbaijan history and geography in order to be admitted to Azeri universities. Isn't this a problem for those? Of course, there are some problems. This year, no student was admitted to third group of universities which demand skills, knowledge on Azerbaijan history and geography. The pedagogical staff in Azeri schools in Georgia is growing old. The middle age of teachers is over 50 and is reaching 60 years of age. Therefore, I think there is a need for opening of a branch of Azeri Pedagogical University in Tbilisi or Marneuli. What measures should Azerbaijan government take to solve the problems of Azerbaijan studying in Georgia regarding the problems regarding textbook problem, maybe staff problem, and other problems. I think the only way for solution is to allot 50 places for Azerbaijanis studying in Georgia. 50 places must be allotted for those students to be educated, to get education in Azerbaijan. Otherwise, the youngest teacher within coming 10 years will be 7 years of age. Thank you for coming to our studio. Thank you. Today our guest was the head of Caucasian Studies Center, Kamran Ramazanli.